So we are here this evening for our DKM Boxers Spotlight with the great Zak Forbes. How are you doing today, champ?
No, I'm good, man. All good, man. Blessed, man.
Amazing. Blessing. That's it. That's it, bro. So again, today, for this Champions of Life episode, what we wanted to do is just talk more. I know we had a great event and show on this weekend, No Easy Way Out, DKM Plus Boxing, and you did phenomenal in a tough battle. How are you feeling now that the dust has settled?
I feel all right, man. Just chilling. Now I can eat wherever I want, man. I'm a bit more happy about that, to be fair.
Amazing. So essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna run through just to get the audience and the fans to get to know a bit more about you and also more the mindset of what it takes to be, successful in and out of the ring. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Amazing. So as we get started, talk to me a bit about like your combat history. How did you get into the boxing space?
Um, I did a little bit when I was like 16. I got in trouble, and when like yacht, like I went into yacht, and then they put me in it for like a couple of weeks, but then I quit, and then I didn't really think nothing. I was all kicking ball back then,
Mm.
and then I think when I just was about to turn 21, one of my brethren that was actually in my corner that night, me and him just been fans in it. Like me and him watch boxing, like you've seen that. I were friends that we're the ones that kind of watch it the most and that. And then he started going training, and he just told me like, bro, you might as well come in it. Like I was just like, fuck it, like why not in it? And then one session, I was just hooked in it. Basically, I just got hooked in it. Did a bit of sparring, and I'll say, yeah, like that was it. I got the bug.
Yeah, love that, love that. And so, with that bug, like, how old are you now? So, how long have you been doing it for?
Um, my first fight was I did my first fight within like 3 months of me training, I think. And my first fight was like November, no, it was November or December 2017.
Okay, nice. So
I
seven,
think,
8 years
yeah,
now. Yeah,
2017.
amazing.
Yeah, but then obviously in lockdown, I didn't do nothing. So,
Of course, yeah. Hey,
I don't know if you want to add lockdown or you don't want to add lockdown in it, like then yeah,
again,
that's
with
something in it.
within the boxing space, I know like many people, the late great George Foreman who passed, he won his world titles 21 years apart,
Yeah, man.
with a 10-year layoff in between. So it's I always see it as there's no such thing as an ex-boxer, just an old boxer. Sometimes even if you've taken a break out, that skill set which you developed, it might be rusty, you know what I mean, it might take breaks in between. But from when you first been in there taking those first licks, you know what boxing is. And then like, do you know what I mean? It can just change the level of commitment
Yeah,
you give it depending on where we are in life. But yeah, if we talk about now, obviously you're back into the ring,
yeah, yeah, for
active.
sure.
So now that you're back in the ring, you're active. Talk to us a bit about like your training routine, your health routine.
Yeah.
What's that like at the moment when you're getting ready for a fight?
Um, it's pretty. Like I would say, I try and make it as full time as I can. I mean, I work like two jobs in it,
Mm,
so it's quite hard in it. So I try to fit it as much as I can. So if it's not before work or on my lunch break or after work, I just try to fit in as what I can really. You know what I mean? If I can train twice a day, I'll do it. But this time round, man, this was the worst camp I've ever had in my life. To be fair, this
okay.
one I had recently,
Well, what
it
happened?
was the worst one ever. Everything that could have went wrong went wrong. I was ill for the past 2 weeks. I kind of now just kind of recovered a little bit, but I was ill. Like I had a maddest cold. Throat was mashed up. Nose was blocked up. Everything you could imagine. It was just like, like I think because I was overdoing it, or I don't know. Who knows, innit? So it's the way it went. I'm glad the way it went because I mean, just be confident in yourself and that. But usually when I'm training like for fights before, I'll be training kind of like all year round in a way,
Mm,
so I don't have to like get into crazy shape. You know what I mean? I'll train nothing crazy, and then the last like 7 weeks or 6 weeks, I kind of like put my all into it. You know what I mean? So I'm never really kind of like out of shape and I'm rusty and you know what I mean, I might get a little injury in that because I took like 6 months off, you know what I mean? One of them ones there.
Got you.
But
So
I kind of just like keep healthy as much as I can in it. Like,
no, I like that. I like that. So in terms as a
sorry,
baseline,
what you say?
no, I was gonna say as a baseline, when it comes to let's
Oh,
say like your training, would you say like a minimum of like you said like 3 times a week, 5 times fitting and around work, or is it more of like it's more about it's every day, but it's just
bro,
whether
if
you
I'm
want.
if yeah, I don't even have to be boxing. Like, I'll just be in the gym in it, just in
Mm,
general. You know what I mean? I might hit like a little run, 10 minute run, or I'll be boxing. I might box like twice, 3 times a week. If I'm not training for a fight, like twice, maybe 3 times a week,
mm,
and then I'll be in the gym like just doing whatever, like leg day, then fucking doing arm day or chest day or back day or whatever in it. Just
no,
stuff like that in it. Just like you know what I mean, like health is wealth in it, kind of thing in it. Just make sure I'm just always just active.
I
You
like
get
that.
me?
And so if we go into like affirmations, so with the A of champions, I find that within
Yeah.
the boxing space, you've got the greats like, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah.
When it comes to like Floyd Mayweather used to say, hard work, dedication.
No, for real.
Affirmations do you kind of go to kind of get you fired up, whether it's ones that you say to yourself or ones that you've heard from, the greats of the past that you use.
Um, what motivates me? What kind of like gets me going?
Yeah, like what words and stuff like kind of motivate you, whether or it could even be a song, where it's like you put that on and it's like you're in the zone.
That's a good question. I've got a lot of them though. I can't lie.
Give me a couple again. I know it's you don't
I
always
got
get to,
I go so like so sneaky as saying like I'll even like watch certain TikToks videos of
mm,
like some fighter and then like we was in a scrap or something or like let's say it's Floyd or Ali and that and they would just say something like during their training like they had to go through some sort of like adversity or something that was tough or Matt Tyson something that was tough in their life and
mm,
then they come on top and that was like yeah like fuck that like you know what I mean that would give
mm.
me that little push that I need in it especially in this last one like I can't remember what I was watching. I think I was watching. What was I watching? I can't remember what I was watching. I was watching something, and this fight was going through shit, and I was like, "Oh, do you know what? Like, stop being a bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, innit? The most you can do is just give it everything you have on the night, innit? And
Mm.
just be smart about it, and that will kind of like motivate me a little bit. And then, um, song wise, it could be anything. It could be anything. I could be in a whatever mood. But it'd be mainly like I think if I'm listening want to listen to someone, it'd be like Ali, Tyson, even McGregor before he went crazy. Um,
I like that.
yeah,
So
anyone really, man. As long as it makes sense to man in it at the time in my life, then. But
definitely.
bro, in general, bro, I'm locked in regardless. Like I don't really need, you know what
Uh,
I'm saying? It's a little push in it, like, but
yeah.
regardless, bro, I'm locked in regardless, in it.
I hear that, and that moves us nicely onto the M, which stands for mindset. So
Yeah.
what's the mindset of a fighter and champion like yourself? How did you develop this sort of no never surrender mindset where you're gonna give your best on the night, regardless.
Probably from just young, bro. I couldn't even stem from where it came from, bro. Just from like being outside my area, just fighting all the time and getting arguing with everyone and just stuff like that. Just being resilient from early in it. I couldn't even tell you from when. Really, I've always kind of had this mindset in it, like stubbornness, things like that in it. Like,
So would
you
you
know,
say,
when you're young, like you always feel like you're like who. I remember when I was younger, you always think, oh, who's stronger? Like in the classroom or in the school, in the year, in the area. So it was always we've always even me and my friends like we always argue, just like chat shit and ban about each other about that stuff. So it's always, I don't know, it's just embedded in a man, innit? Like, I don't really care. Like,
so it sounds like growing up you were in quite a tough environment whereby
I
you
wouldn't even say that, innit? Like, it's nothing like special, nothing like, like that. I think it's just normal stuff in it. Like it's just normal stuff in it. You get me? Like nothing.
Well, I get what you're saying, but the reason I say that is because everyone's got different life experiences. So those who are watching you, some let's say may have, grown up in similar circumstances where they know exactly what you mean. Others
Yeah.
never had an argument in their life with their friends, and they're like, "Oh, what do you mean argument?" Yeah, no, some of them like casually talking about play fighting.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You threw hands with friends? I would never think
Yeah.
of. Yeah, so like.
No, no, I hear you still.
Yeah, but what we'll do, we'll keep it moving because when we get onto the P of champions, I look at progress. So when it comes to like obviously 2025, we're just coming to the end of the year, we're coming into the end of Q1 into going into the fourth round of the year. So I do the year by rounds as we're going
I
into
like that still.
yeah, so we're going to round four for April. What is like areas you want to progress in terms of whether that's in boxing or in life? What's the vision or goal for 2025?
I don't really know, man. Like I just be thanking God every day and that kind of thing, innit? In boxing, I'll say everything. Like I think even on the night, like I feel like I did good. I did what I needed to do. I wasn't like worried or like in a panic mode, and like even before, like even like because it was such a terrible camp and that, and even on the night. But I just feel like if I was going to rate myself in that fight, give myself like a 7 out of 10 kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, that's more just being mental. That's just like me mentally, like thinking like I know what I can do, and you can see certain shots and stuff, and then you just don't throw them, and then in life in general, man, just progressing, just more money, hopefully another fight, staying in shape, like nothing too wild and stuff in it, man. Because like yeah, man, I'm just thankful in it. To be fair, in it.
Yeah, so more money, another few fights, staying healthy in
Yeah,
shape.
man. It's little things, man. It's the little things in it that I'm not really bothered in it, man.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
And so this moves us on to the I, which stands for inspiration. So who or what inspires you?
I don't know
So again,
what to do, what I'm doing, or just in general.
do what you're doing to do what you're living. Like as you said, you mentioned God a few times, so it could be, hey, do you know what? God inspires me. You mentioned a few different boxers from Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, McGregor before he went off. We could find inspiration in all different manners. It could be like for Roy Jones, he used to be inspired by his animals, so he used to study his roosters, watching them fight. So that's who inspired his dad. There's many different. There's not a right or a wrong, but just if someone was to say, on a daily, whether it's other competition, whether it's just God, whether it's whoever.
Who inspires me?
But what inspires you? It could be taking care of your family. It could
I
be
think yeah, that and just being wanting to be the best version of myself.
mm,
You
that's
know, like your potential. Like I don't know what that looks like, or I got
mm,
an idea of it, but I think guess that working towards that. You
no,
know,
I like that. And speaking of potential, in life, obviously, we move on to the O, which where we face obstacles. So perhaps like what obstacle maybe have you faced in the past that you've overcome, and what did you learn from it?
everything, mate. Everything you can think of. Everything you can think of. Everything. I don't even know where to even start. Like just everything. And but what I've learned from it is that just never give up. I guess in it, like don't doubt yourself. First and foremost, don't doubt yourself. In it, have faith.
Mm.
And take one day at a time. I guess
Can you give
that's
an
what I kind
example?
of.
Can you give an example of one? Because I know you said everything, and I get that. But like, what would
Yeah.
like, one? Could it be? Do you know what I mean being hungry? One meal a day. Is it? We talk.
No, do you know, thankfully, I've never been in that scenario.
Mm,
But I would say, I don't know, like, just, I think being outside, doing dumb stuff, like friends dying, mental health,
Mm,
everything, like just like everything you could think of, like just when it comes to like just ugliness out there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just being at a low point, them kind of low points and stuff in it. But
I get that. So,
um,
and that gave you a
yeah,
give up mentality off the back of that.
yeah, man. Obviously, like I always thought I was strong minded back then, but then when shit is the fan and that, then
Mm,
you kind of open a new chapter in your life where it's like it's a bit, shit's gone like it's got real bad in it. Then you kind of like find out who you really are, like how you like when
mm.
you're fighting in the ring, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I'll just say, yeah, man, just taking one day at a time, never giving up, having faith in that, I'm trying to say, like, and being positive in it, just being a bit optimistic about yourself, you know, just be, find the little things that, that you're grateful about and stuff like that. And just, yeah, man, little things like that, innit?
Love that. And then in terms of, so we're coming to the end now, the final two. So N stands for non-negotiables. So what is perhaps one or two or three non-negotiables that you set with yourself to make sure you're winning the day, winning the week, whether that's for boxing or just for life in general?
Non-negotiable. Not going back, meaning like just not going back to them dead shitty ways.
Mm.
That's non-negotiable for me. Bruv, losing is just non-negotiable. I just don't see how that's gonna happen at all. You know what I mean? Not even to be big-headed, but like I just do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
just
like
not happening at all. And the third one was non-negotiable for me. Giving up, I guess,
mm.
in life.
That's
Mm.
powerful. That's powerful. I can definitely hear the competitive nature that you have. I feel like maybe you and your mates, you even just like on the small things, you find a way to compete and keep each other sharp. Iron sharpens iron.
No, for real, like a lot of us are competitive. Like
Mm,
we are. But that's just stems from young, being from early in it, I guess, in it. Like he wants to be. It's not even like we all want to win, but it's just still I want to just get like even like playing football, like playing a game and stuff like that. Just little things like that, innit?
mm.
But
And so
yeah,
the final one we get to here is now S. So the S stands for success. So how
yeah.
would you define success and what does success look like for you?
I don't even know, but it's just it could be in a lot of things, and it could be living the high life in Dubai, millionaire type stuff, or family, they're blessed, kids blessed, money good, they're good, I'm good. You know what I mean? Just little things in it. I don't really want too much, but I guess that's just success for me in it. You know what I mean? Not wanting more, I guess, in it. Like being enough, being having what you have, but it's enough.
I like that. Powerful. So
Yeah,
great. And as you said, um, little trip in Dubai, nice, but make sure the family's good, money's good, healthy, not
yeah,
wanting more than you've got, almost being grateful for where you
yeah,
are.
yeah. Content.
Content. I appreciate that. Well, brother, really looking forward to seeing your next show. And again, amazing work from the last event. We definitely want to see you back on the DKM show soon. And
Yeah, man. I'm going traveling for a bit in it, but I'll be back soon. So,
lovely, definitely. Well, you'll be welcome back with open arms. And then just to shout out for your Instagram or your socials, where's the best place for people to follow you?
my Instagram is underscore ZEE300. Yeah, that's my Instagram. That's what
Love,
I'm really into, to be fair.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, again, massive respect.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a good night's work, and really looking forward to seeing you in your next step, your next time.
No, respect, brother. Thank you.
Take it easy.